Hello, my name is Basil, and I'm going to be doing some C slash raylib game development on this stream. About 3 years ago, I was working on a Game Boy inspired demake of a certain uh, hit tower defense game, and uh, well, the hard drive I had that I was working on, uh, the hard drive that was with the computer that I was working on failed, unfortunately, and I lost most of the work that I did on that project. Um, so, uh, what I'm going to be doing here is taking another whack at this project. I'm just going to have another go from the ground up. So, let's get started here. So I've got a totally empty, sort of, just a folder opened in using Z here as my code editor. So I'm just gonna make some basic folders that I normally make whenever I build a project like this. So I'm making just my this is where I like to put all my header files in an include directory. This is where all the main source code is going to go. And any external libraries are going to go in the vendor folder. So let's first thing I'm going to do is actually I'm going to get, well, let's actually just write a C program. Let's do that. Let's start. Okay, so let's just compile this. I don't have a build folder yet. I think I'll just, yeah. Now I gotta make my build folder. Alright. Alright, there we go. So we got C compiling just fine. So I'm going to go into vendor and I'm going to clone. This may take a moment. In the meantime, I will start what this actual main file is going to be. So we're going to need raylib. And GBTD is what I'm going to call this project. It's Game Boy Tower Defense. Okay, and I'll just let's draw the FPS first of all, and let's just make sure to set this. Okay, there we go, and raylib's done. Done pulling from Git. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into raylib/source. I'm going to make. Okay, we're done. So let's move. What do we got here? We got. Let's move raylib.h into dot/dot. I think that's where I want to put that. There we go. Here. And let's do ray math. Don't think I'll need RLGL for this project. But well, I'll bring it in if I need it at some point. But more importantly, I need raylib.a. Go. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll make a platform-specific folder just for that. So, just for the IntelliSense in my IDE here, I'm gonna make a compile flags text file where I'm going to set my vendor folder as an include path and the include one as well, and that should fix that. Here we go. Oh yeah, draw FPS takes into position, so let's just do the top corner of the screen. All right, and so as for a build system here, I'm going to make a little knob. Big fan of the knob. So basically, what we're going to do here, we're going to build an executable that's going to build the program. It's rebuild yourself. That's the one. All right. I don't know how much I can narrate while I'm doing this. Sort of break concentration when I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time. Which maybe doesn't make me a very good streamer, but hopefully you learn something by watching anyway. Okay. Okay, let's do something like this. Is that, yeah, let's do that. Okay. Okay, so we need to include same same things. Specify that this so just gonna say Mac explicitly here. And at some point I'll do a little if def in here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, and now some more platform specific stuff. All right. And yeah, that should be good. And so now I'm going to walk dir. Let's just make this a defined as well. Source folder. The music that's going on in the background, by the way, is just a playlist of tracks that I've made over the years. Some of them are covers, like this one that's playing right now. And yeah, I don't really know much more to say about that other than chose to do that because I figure that's a good way to avoid getting a copy strike or anything like that. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is so I'm going to say first thing I'm going to do is so if the entry path, and we're going to say SV ends with C string, and we're going to say or actually I think this is already a string view, so does that work? No, it is not. It is a SV from C string. That's what I want. There we go. Okay. So I'm just checking if the file, then the path that is being walked ends in .c, and if it does, I'm just going to append to my build. I don't need a reference. It's already a pointer. And I'm going to string dupe the the entry.path. Okay. I think that should be good to go. That needs to be reference, and this is I call it source dir, right? Okay. And now I will just Okay, so that should do that. And one more thing I like to do. Just go through the arguments here, and if we find that one of the arguments is -r, then string compare will give me the difference between these two strings, and so I want to check if it's 0, and I just do that by nodding the whole thing. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say going to make a little run command. And that's just going to be /, and that's going to be output. I suppose. I know what I did. Same thing as before. Okay. There we go. Okay, and I've got a window and my project up and running. So, yeah, let's go. So, smaller of it's actually this was a little macro trick. It's hardly a trick. Smaller of A and B. And we say A less B, A else B. It's just wrapping a ternary. And I can do the same for greater if that ends up being useful. Okay, so I can say smaller between base width divided by screen width. Screen W is what we call it. Base height. Base H. Okay, so that should give me the ratio of that division. And then if I just draw this at base width, scale, and then base height times the scale. And the one other thing I need here is two. These are going to be the black bars on the sides of the screen. And these are going to be equal to the current screen width minus the calculated width. So let's call this canvas width. So we're going to say, yep, minus canvas width. And we'll just draw it, draw gray. Game Boy gray. Let's give that a shot. And we got some total of nothing at all. Oh, I'm not using the bars in this calculation, but I think these are also ending up 0 for whatever reason. Might be a result of integer division. Uh, 2.0. Okay, let's see that. Okay, we got a rectangle. Let's also set size, base. Okay, good. Now the scale seems to be, let's draw text. I might have gotten the scale backwards. That might be all that's going on here. Yep, that looks like it's going on. Okay. So I actually want screen width. Oh, of course, right. I want the larger number divided by the smaller number. Okay, and there we go. Just like that, I've got a little pixel canvas that I can render my Game Boy stuff into. So, instead of a rectangle here, we can actually draw a texture. And it's not going to be any normal texture, it's going to be a render texture. Okay, and to use negative height here because render textures are drawn upside down. It's just a quirk of OpenGL. So I will use this on the origin. I think just inverted. And fill the screen. Okay. And let's let's just draw 64 by 64. Radius of 10. Just draw a blue circle. Let's render texture. Okay. Almost correct there. Oh, canvas width and canvas. There we go. So that is a pixel canvas right there. Let's organize this into something a little nicer. I'll just make it. I'll keep that down there. So in here, an update. We'll have a. Let's have render. Yeah, okay. Just update render, that'll be fine. Or even just draw. I like draw. Okay, looks the same. Now, want some idea of what scene I'm in as a kind of abstraction. Don't know if I need to worry about that yet. I think for now, I'm going to stick to this one file and these basic functions. And I'm not going to load any artwork yet. I'm just going to draw some debug stuff. So let's make how should we do this? I think the lawn that I did before was like 8 by 5 lanes. So for a little checkerboard here, so if I is even and j is even, I think something like. Oh, I don't remember my checkerboard math. Let's just see how this looks. Okay. That's something. Um, okay, there we go. It's just either or. I think all the way down 24 is where it's going to be. Maybe another lane there. So. For now, we'll just hard code these. At some point, probably store this on some kind of level format, or at least a table of the different worlds. There we go. So there's a lawn. Maybe I'll push it back just a tad. Maybe not. Yeah. Okay. So I suppose I will do mouse controls like I did before. One thing I wanted to do to make it feel more like the Game Boy was come up with just the what is it, 8 Game Boy buttons controls. So just a D-pad, two buttons, and then start and select. But I don't quite feel like designing that right now. So we'll do the simple thing, at least for debugging, of having a mouse. So, let's call this, the cursor. And the cursor is going to be equal to, get the mouse position, and then we actually need to convert it into the space of the render texture. So I'll make a little helper function for this. So we need to get the mouse position. And we need to divide it by, I believe, the base width. Just like when this is rendered here. Oh, hi. Just noticed I got a chat message here. So yeah, I am working on a Game Boy inspired tower defense game. Which is it's a recreation of something I was working on 3 years ago that I lost all the files for. So I'm working on another attempt at that. So that's going to be, and then I want to minus, I believe I want to subtract the bars from this as well. Let's see what this looks like. Let's draw this circle. And we'll draw another one just over the top of everything. Small lines. Okay, so one to one, and then as you make this bigger, this is desyncing. So I think I got that backwards from what it's supposed to be. So does that need to be multiply that? No, that makes even less sense. Right. Been a while since I wrote a function that gets a mouse position within a canvas. So first thing I need to do is subtract the sort of black bar offset here. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap some of this stuff in a little struct. So I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it a global thing here, because I ain't afraid of no globals. Okay. I'm gonna grab all of this code and put this in just a little function to calibrate the screen. Actually, I'll put this render width. No, you know what? I'll just use those glowstone. That's fine. Okay. So in one go at the start, we're going to calibrate the screen, and then if this window resized, we're going to call that again. And let's do this in here as well. So if we change monitors, that'll happen. Okay. Let's try it out. So that's still only occupying this tiny little space on the screen. Oh, because I'm not using my function. That'll make a big difference. Okay, so now I get nothing at all. And I presume that's because this is wrong. And okay, that appears to be too much division. So what I need to do is I need to factor out the scale of the window. Will that work? Okay, that looks like it. And then I just subtract the canvas and half of them, I think. Or is it add? Or no division? Oh, does this happen before we do that? Looks like it. Okay. There we go. Pixel perfect mouse position within a canvas. Okay. So now that's fine. Let's get a grid position. So right. And we need some math. Oh, of course, these are in the update. Let's just stick them in the drawer for now. Okay, and just like that, we've got some cell coordinates, and I want to just subtract from this. This is perfectly fine for a little highlight, but in terms of actually reading the cell values, okay, so this right here is the problem. So this should not be 1, 1, this should be 0, 0. So when we calculate the cell, we actually want to subtract the board, where the board is positioned from the cursor. Now, this will screw up where the highlight renders, but the actual number there is correct. So if I want to draw this highlight still, I can make a highlight X, and this will simply be the cursor. All right. So don't really need the basic cell position, but now my highlight there we go. And these aren't in bounds, so I can do another thing where I say Okay, there we go. Some simple bounds checking that is not working in negative or in the positive. And oh, because I don't need to scale up anything. That's not equal to. Alright, there we go. Can pick a cell. So now just need a little array to write some data to and from the cells. So I'm going to do this on top of this rendering. This means 2 more for loops, but the reason is I need these to render above the basic lawn there. Oh, I made this a 2D array. Yeah, I want it to be 1D. Prefer working with 1D arrays. So these are the same coordinates. Minus something to center them, so that's going to be Okay. Now, again, I will do this in here for now until I move these variables out somewhere else. But I will just say if bounds. First, I'll check if button pressed. Then we're going to say towers. Oh, this is not quite right. That should be checking cell, not highlight. It should be greater or equal to 0 and less than the max. There we go. Okay. So they're not drawing from the right offset. Oh, is this just way too extreme? Is that what's going on here? Oh, this actually needs to be pushed over by that, doesn't it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, we got things placing on the little field here. I think that's going to do it for this stream. I know it's only short. Oh. Well, Urinal 8359. Thank you very much for checking out my work. And I appreciate it. I think I'll be streaming more development like this. I might not do all streams. I might also just record some videos of development. Yeah, my GBA 2048 port. That's I think that's one of the most polished projects I've released. But yeah, there's yeah. All right, so this little thing right here, 167 lines, not bad. This will be a good foundation for doing more stuff in the future. So I'll save that for the next stream then. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.